Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 10 out of Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, one of the three men accused of killing Chicago rapper Ebe Bandz has been sentenced. And as y'all can see by the title, the amount of time he's been sentenced to is shocking. Now, I'm rarely shocked by cases, and when the news first broke that Ebe Bandz was missing, then later found after being beaten to death with a bat and his body burned in the woods, I'm sure like everyone else was thinking at the time, he must have got into it with some serious people. What surprised me was the GameStop cartel looking mugshots of the alleged killers. Pokemon Go gotta catch 'em all looking ass dudes that apparently kidnapped a Chicago savage and did him dirty. If you're unfamiliar with the case, back in 2019, the Chicago rapper Ebe Bandz was listed as missing on June 1st. The 23-year-old's body, or remains, was found June 20th in a suburb outside of Chicago, and since then, 3 men have been arrested for his death. William Isaac was booked on 2 counts of first-degree murder and concealment of a homicidal death, and detectives believe he is the one who fatally struck Ebe Bandz multiple times in the head with a bat, causing his death. That's when Isaac and his co-defendant Manuel Ramirez transported his body to the woods where they set it on fire. Ramirez was charged with concealment of a homicidal death, and the third suspect, Dakota Graff, was later indicted on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, concealment of a homicidal death, and obstruction of justice. Recently, on February 24th, 2021, Manuel Ramirez pled guilty in court to concealing a homicidal death, a Class 3 felony punishable by 2 to 5 years in state prison and fines up to $25,000, while a Class 3 felony with an extended term carries 5 to 10 years in prison. But shockingly, for concealing the beaten then burnt body of Ebe Bandz, Manuel Ramirez was sentenced to only 180 days in prison. Not months, days. On top of his prison sentence, he's to be released on probation for an additional year. And while this may come as a shock to many, including myself, once I broke it down, it honestly makes sense if you look into the punishment guidelines of his specific crime. He literally is getting a minimum sentence, and it's making me question if he's cooperating in the case. But without paperwork saying he's implicated his co-defendants or statements that he's made against them, we'll have to wait and see how the rest of this case plays out. But being that he's admitting in court that he hit a body, it isn't looking too good for the 2 other men that are still awaiting trial in this case. Now, I'm gonna be honest, when I cover cases like this, I'm not picking sides, I'm not biased about it or anything like that, but if you participate in a murder, hide a body, this body gets lit on fire, you try to put leaves over him, cover him up, whatever, and you only get 2 years and some change, you pretty much have bragging rights. Like, you're not punished. For a murder? Nah, bruh. Cause to be real with you, inside of the county jail, 10 to 15 years for a murder you know you're guilty of is a good deal. Even though nobody wants to sign up for 15 years. That's 15 years of your fucking life gone. You know what I mean? But if you're facing a murder charge, you get off at 15, you're gonna want to take that. You get off at 10, you're most likely getting the murder reduced down to a manslaughter. That's still not bad, bro. You took a person's life at the end of the day. But to participate in a murder and get off with 2 years, I mean, I don't know, bro. You might as well have just beat the fucking murder, because you're not really getting any form of punishment for the crime that you committed. Now, his co-defendant, William Isaac, the one that made the $1 million bond, he was on PC. He was in protective custody. They placed him there for his own safety. So I don't know if Ramirez has also been in PC his entire bid. I don't know if that means he's been in confinement his whole ride, or if they got a PC dorm where they put the special people at. whatever the case may be, he's going to state prison now. I'm not sure how Illinois state prisons work, but I do know that he's responsible for participating in the death of a Chicago rapper, and I'm interested to hear how things are going to play out for him when he does enter the Department of Corrections. Because if Bandz is loved how I think he is, I believe his gang obviously still represents him, etc., then there may be a potential threat with this kid going to prison. He might get hit up in the reception center. I don't know how serious the city of Chicago is viewing it. But like I said, to have one person in your case plead out to their participation in the case, it isn't a good look for the two other people that are still fighting this. And the third kid that was later indicted, he has conspiracy to commit murder charges on top of the murder, because apparently this kid was planning to do this months before it actually happened. And there's so many rumors about why this happened. Who are these people? Are they connected to the cartel? From what I know, I've spoken to a family member of William Zate. I'm not going to say who. I don't believe that they're connected to the cartel, but I think that this kid had some money. When you have money like that, when you've got money from either your family, your job, whatever, and you want to get into the dope game, you can buy mass amounts and you can feel like a boss, you know what I mean? And I feel that there's a big difference between someone that starts off with a nickel or a dime sack and works their way up to a brick versus someone that already had money and they just cop a brick, you know what I'm saying? It's a different level of, it's a different work ethic, and I think it's a different ego. This kid was able to just go get it. And from the rumors that are being put out there, he might have fronted Ebe Bandz some work. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not really big on reporting on rumors, but this seems to be the main thing that's circulating. He fronted him some work. Bandz bucked him, said fuck you, probably looked at him with the glasses and was like, I'm not taking y'all serious. And whatever happened after that, that's how it played out. I mean, a lot of things just don't make sense to me with this case. Me personally, if I had this much aggression toward somebody, I'm not gonna run in their house with a bat and beat them and then take the, just boop, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about Chicago, we're talking about Illinois. Y'all couldn't get a fucking gun, but you can afford $1 million fucking bail? Like, bro, you brought a bat? Like, I don't understand it. It just seems like a very weird case how everything played out. A lot of things don't add up. But hey, I'm not the judge, I'm not the jury, I'm not directly involved in this case. Thank fucking God, I want nothing to do with a situation like this. But this is another case of a talented young rapper from Chicago that's been taken too soon. And I mean, for Buddy to get 180 days on a murder or concealing a homicide, it's just fucking crazy. But hey, it's 10 out of Jake. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. Till next time.